Today I want to talk about family. My family name is Murphy, and I can remember my dad many times saying, "Murphys don't do that," or "This is how Murphys behave," or "Murphy boys, this is what we do." One of the things that we did was we ate a lot. Murphy boys knew how to eat, so I was well trained in that. But there's other things. Murphy boys also went to church. Every time the doors were open, Murphy boys took care of, opened the door for mom and those sorts of things. And so that's what it was like, some of what it was like to be in my family. We liked sports, we liked playing in the woods and all those things, and we had a lot of fun as a family. We were disciplined as kids. And so some of those things might come to mind when you think about family, or sometimes you might think negatively about family. Sometimes we have bad experiences with mom or dad. Some of us might have a hard time with referring to God as Father because our Father wasn't very kind to us, and so we don't have a good view of who God the Father is because of our earthly father. So I want to try to begin to define, at least start defining, kind of redefining for us a little bit of family. My family is blessed to be a part of this St. Paul's family. I love being a part of it. We've been here almost a month now, and I love how, as I hear people speak of others, it's always positive. There's a very positive spirit here at St. Paul's. There seems to be a genuine love for each other, and so I want to point out that I believe St. Paul's is well on our way to being a kind of a biblical family. It is my prayer, I'm going to read the prayer that I wrote for St. Paul's. It is my prayer that St. Paul's become a faithful family. At St. Paul's, all are welcome to be part of our family, and all, like the story of the Prodigal Son, are welcome home. May we be a people who show not just love, grace, and acceptance in our community, but with each other. God adopts us as His children. I read a passage where Jesus refers to us as His brothers and sisters. Jesus is our brother. God is our Father. And in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 3 to 5, specifically verse 5, it says, "In love He predestined us for adoption to Himself as sons through Jesus Christ, according to the purpose of His will." So through Jesus, we are adopted into the family of God. Because of Jesus going to the cross, sacrificing Himself, paying the penalty we deserve on the cross for us so that we might live, we are now then able to enter into His family. We're adopted into His family again. And so because we are a family, we are all children of God who care for each other as family. We are God's chosen people, His family, set apart to live in such a way that the world would know that He was like. We talked last week about that we are to participate in Christ through the cruciform life, to show the world what Jesus is like. Through faith in Jesus, we believe we are children of God and brothers and sisters with each other. As God's family, we see it as our obligation to personally care for the needs of one another, both physically and spiritually. And one of the things that I know in my family, being a Murphy, is that we're going to care for each other. We're going to take care of each other. There's been many times when my family's helped me out in ways that I didn't even want them to help me out, because I'm a Murphy that we help each other out. There's been ways that I've helped my brother and my parents out that you do for family. If you have a tight family, you kind of know what I mean. Like, we help each other. Your kids need something, you provide for them, right? Like, you fulfill the need. Kids hurt, you want to help them. And so that's what we do as family. If somebody's hurting, if somebody needs help, we help. We care for each other. We hold each other up to live the gospel life. We hold each other kind of accountable. As it says in Scripture, iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. We sharpen each other as family to live this gospel life. And we submit to God as our Father and love one another as brothers and sisters. And we show ourselves to be Jesus' disciples by our love for one another. So it's through our love. Jesus tells us, by your love for each other, they will know me. right? It's really as simple as that. If we show each other love, the world around us will kind of recognize something different. I don't know about you, but when I'm in relationship with people, over time, conflict arises. I don't know if your life's different, if you never have conflict, but eventually conflict arises, right? In the church, we submit to, in Ephesians, Paul tells us in the church, we submit to each other out of reverence for Christ. So, despite conflict, though, we're going to submit to each other out of reverence for Christ, because Christ is the center. So we're going to work through the conflict in a healthy way. And a lot of cultures, a lot of organizations, a lot of relationships outside the church, they don't submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. So what happens when conflict happens? They split up, right? They're out. I'm gone. I'm going to find somebody else, or go to another company, or I'm going to go to another group of friends because we're not going to resolve this conflict. Why would I want to? But we as a church, we want to love one another, and so we kind of dig in and we deal with the issues, and we care for one another through that. We love each other through that. And Jesus tells us the world will notice that something's different when you do that. When you show love for one another, that will be different. Now, my experience has been that is different. And that actually does kind of reveal the heart of the Father. Wow, you actually work through that together. You guys are so different, but you work through the conflict together. That's different. So Jesus tells us, by your love for one another, they will know you are my disciples. And I think the prodigal son gives us that image. Here's the painting of the prodigal son. You can see that. If you have a device, you can look it up. Rembrandt's painting of the prodigal son. And just kind of look at that and think like, who are you in the story? That's a common question when you're talking about the prodigal son. It's who are you in the story? What son are you? I think all of us at some point in time in our life will probably be the prodigal son. At some point in our life will be the elder son, and maybe we go back and forth. But typically we kind of identify maybe with one or the other. Are we the one that's kind of pious and look down at everybody? Like the elder brother, we got it all together. Our self-worth is found in what we do, and we do all the right things, so God should take care of me kind of attitude. That was the attitude of the elder son. Or the prodigal son who just kind of lives life doing whatever, right? Just promiscuous, just God will give me grace, it's alright, you know. They ask for forgiveness rather than permission types, you know, just go do it. But the Father shows us in this story that we are all welcome home from the exile. We are all welcome home. Even the elder son is still welcome at the table of the Father. The prodigal son is obvious that he's welcome home. And Jesus was speaking, when he's speaking this parable, he was speaking to the Israelites who were in exile. And so for them to be welcomed home, and they believed they were in exile because they disobeyed the Father, and they were out of the land. They were run by the Roman soldiers, and they wanted, right, the Savior that was going to save them from this political turmoil that they're in. And here's Jesus telling a story of someone who's welcomed home from exile. And that's really what this passage is about. I mean, this passage a lot of times gets translated into that we are forgiven, that God forgives us, which is very true. And this gives us evidence that God does forgive us, that we are welcome in His kingdom. But it's really that we're all welcomed home from the exile of God, from God's family. That we're all welcome into God's family. So we've all had moments of exile, and we love nothing more than to be welcomed back. And I think too many times people think that they have to get their life cleaned up to come back. But not so in the story of this prodigal. Right? Like the father here clothes the son. He cleans up the son. The father slaughters the animals and throws him a big party. He doesn't say, well, son, stop there and get all your stuff together, and then come, and then you're welcome to come back. Or he doesn't say, well, when you do this, when you ask for forgiveness, then you can. No, there was no if-then with the father of the story. He does all the ifs. He forgives, he cleans, he clothes, and he welcomes them with open arms. And so we don't have to clean ourselves up before entering into God's family. God does the cleaning up for us. And actually Jesus, our elder brother, the true elder brother, cleans us up. He does the cleaning and throws us a huge party. And we are all welcomed home from the exile. And then Jesus, the Father here, he dines with sinners, and Jesus does this a lot. I mentioned a couple weeks ago that Jesus was referred to as a glutton and drunkard, right? And the Father in this story dines with the sinner, and so this was a huge moment in this culture because it was a groundbreaking kind of experience here. Because in this culture, when you asked for your inheritance, when the prodigal son asked for his father's inheritance, he was actually telling the father he wished he was dead. I wish you were already dead so that I could have your money. So he was basically excommunicating himself from the family. And he was leaving the family with this. And so the son wished his father dead, and the father knew that. But yet, the father still acted this way. When he saw his son coming, I just picture running to him with open arms. Like, my son has come home. He loved and cared for his son. So the father invited him to the table. The question I have for us today is, are you willing to dine with sinners? People different than you. People that look different, act different, do different things, or maybe aren't as cleaned up as you. Are you willing to welcome them home into God's family with open arms and clothe them and feed them and dine with them? Or are we people that, well, you got to get yourself cleaned up, you got to stop doing this or that before you can do certain things? That's not the way of the father here in the story. The father welcomes his son home, someone who wished him dead. And so, are you willing to do that with folks different than you? Are you willing to welcome them into our midst here at St. Paul's? Jesus had a table fellowship with outsiders, and his life was meant to be a living parable of the open invitation to his family. And so, we are welcome to God's family, and so practically speaking, how do we then do this? So, I want to run through a few things. Well, 7 to be exact, but I'll go quickly. So, to welcome people into your family, to open your table up, as the Father did here, is we number one, we get to know their story. Right? The number one thing people like to do is talk about themselves. So, get them talking about themselves. Get to know someone's story. Where are you from? What do you like to do? What's your family like? What do you guys like to do? Get to know their story. It's in the midst of someone's story. You might begin to hear how they're in exile in their life, how they're prodigal, how they're walking away from God, or how they're struggling with their life. And you might be able then to enter in and give them God's story, and share God's story, Jesus' story, how they're welcome to feast and die with Jesus. So story. We all have a story. Get to know them. Number 2, listen. So don't just get to know someone's story so that then you can share your story. Continue to listen, like pause, really dive deep into someone's story, really listen. And not just listen to them speaking, listen to nonverbal cues, listen to what's going on in their life by observing maybe and how you can serve. Listening can open up a lot of service project opportunities as you maybe find out needs in people's lives as you get to know their story that we can serve with. So listening is how we be family. And, at the coffee hour, listen to people's stories, listen to their life and what's going on, and maybe how we can serve each other here at St. Paul's. Listen. Number 3, celebrate. There's some birthdays coming up. It's easy wins. Like, let's celebrate. Let's all show up to Gary's Friday dinner, celebrate his birthday with him. But we can celebrate different things. We had some students get inducted in the National Honor Society. Let's celebrate that, right? Let's celebrate what God's doing in their life. Let's celebrate each other. I love when my family celebrates me. I still remember Kelly throwing me a surprise birthday party when I turned 25. It was a long time ago now. But celebrations are nice. We all like them. Enter into them, celebrate. Number 4 is blessed. How can we bless each other? I think too many times we think, well, woe is me, they're not doing enough for me, like, no one likes me. What's that song? No one likes me, everybody hates me, I'm going to eat some worms, right? throw ourselves pity parties. Why don't we then look to bless others rather than seek to be blessed ourselves? Let's look to bless each other. Let's look to serve each other. Let's look to help each other out. A simple blessing could be giving someone a ride, or help, or coordinating kids with carpooling and things like that, or shoveling somebody's driveway. Snow is bound to happen in the next couple of months. How can we bless each other? Eating, like we all like to eat, right? So we eat at least 21 meals a week, some of us more. Some of us probably should eat less than 21 a week. But there's 21 meals a week on average, and so what are you doing with those meals? We could eat together. Like, could you take one of those 21 and eat with somebody here at St. Paul's? Could you take another one of those 21 and eat with someone in your community, your neighborhood, at your workplace, and just get to know them and get to know their story and treat them as family? How can we use food? How can we use eating to be family? Coffee hour. There's always food over there, so join us. Half of you go home and half of you come. The other half to go home. Why don't you come over and eat? I know you're hungry. Let's go getting out of here anyways. Get a little snack before you eat. Eat before you eat. Great. 6. It's very American. Eating before you eat. Right? This is like for free, but you sit down at a restaurant and give you this huge loaf of bread, right? And you're dieting, at least I am. And it's like, well, I don't eat all these carbs, but for some reason I eat it. And all the butters they give you, and then do you want more? Well, yes, I want more. And I've eaten 2 loaves of bread before my meal came out. Recreate. So, kind of looking at this word, I like this word recreate. So you think about recreation, but also create. This idea of create. So like at work we create. So when I define this word, I like to think of it as our work rest rhythm. So when we're recreating, when we're creating for God, when we're recreating, we're having fun. How are we then being family together? How are we being family with those in the workplace? How are we encouraging each other as we go to work? How are we hanging out together, having fun? Like you heard the kids talking about things they like to do with their family, right? Play video games, watch movies, light fires, eat marshmallows. Like, the kids want to have fun, so we as adults should probably want to do that too, because we're still kids in our hearts. So let's have fun together, let's recreate. But also, when we're creating things, how can we do that together? And then the last one is pray. How do we pray for each other? How do we lift each other up to the Lord? Do we know what to pray for? Do we know what our brother and sister in Christ is struggling with? Are we praying for them? So, these are some ways that we here at St. Paul's can be family. It is my prayer that St. Paul's become a faithful family. At St. Paul's, all are welcome to be part of our family, and all, like the story of the Prodigal Son, are welcome home. May we be a people who show not just love, grace, and acceptance in our community, but with each other. Amen. Everybody stand as we sing our closing hymn.